It's December 18th, and today Santa Claus took a break from being the heavy to put on the big red suit.
Don't I hear something first? All right. Here for you. And you.
Cutting wood all day for the whole village. It's enough to exhaust any man.
David Huddleston was born in Vinton, Virginia in 1930. He didn't initially set out to be an actor. Huddleston attended Fork Union Military Academy and spent 4 years in the Air Force. And his original idea after his military service was that he wanted to study law at the University of Virginia and then enter into a career in politics. But somewhere along the way, he developed an interest in the stage. So he wound up attending New York's American Academy of Dramatic Arts on the GI Bill. Starting in the 60s, he had a successful career as a character actor, including a co-starring turn as Olson Johnson in Mel Brooks's Blazing Saddles, and guest starring on episodes of Bewitched, The Rockford Files, and Charlie's Angels, just to name a few.
He's always been the fidgety type.
Yeah, well, he'll be all right, sir, just as soon as he gets used to the place. He just needs a little elf-control.
Well, you certainly know your reindeer. These are fine specimens.
Oh, hear that, boys? You made a good impression.
Written by David Newman and directed by Jeannot Schwartz, Santa Claus the movie was envisioned as a direct, no-nonsense story that would fill in the gaps in the Santa Claus legend. Where did he come from? How do his reindeer fly? How does he make it around the world in a single night? This was the movie that would answer all of those questions. In addition to Huddleston, the film casts Dudley Moore as one of his chief elves, Patch, and features a wonderfully over-the-top performance by John Lithgow as the movie's main antagonist. Unfortunately, you're not going to see any of John Lithgow's performance in this video because even though he's the main antagonist, he doesn't even have a single scene with Huddleston. And that is who this video is about, right? Yeah, from the very beginning, as the movie was announced, it was being touted as a big budget spectacle, and yet production hit a lot of snags along the way. With the exception of Dudley Moore, who was signed on pretty much from the beginning, every major character in the film is cast with the production team's fourth, fifth, or even sixth choice. Even the soundtrack suffered setbacks. Paul McCartney was originally supposed to contribute the main title theme, but he pulled out for undisclosed reasons. Sheena Easton recorded the main title, It's Christmas All Over the World, after the original artist it had been written for, Freddie Mercury, dropped out to instead focus on the music for Highlander. And even when the album was pressed and released on vinyl to stores, there were problems. They had accidentally swapped the left and right channels in production. Ultimately, the box office for this film made less than half of its budget.
Holy cow! How'd you do that?
See, what did I tell you?
Come on. Santa Claus ain't real.
Want to go for a ride?
A ride? A ride on that? I've never even been in a plane.
Well, you'd better make up your mind. I'm pretty busy tonight.
David Huddleston probably seemed like a left field choice to a lot of people. His typical image to that point included a lot of bad guys. He was known for playing overbearing businessmen, small town sheriffs, corrupt politicians, and the like. Even when his characters were good, they tended to be boisterous, slap on the back, have a cigar types. But Huddleston was a genuinely inspired choice. Talking about his own acting style in an interview once, Huddleston said, "Even when I play the heavies, I try to play them with a twinkle in my eye." Finding the spark of joy in his characters makes his performances very personable, even when they're villainous. And with a character like Santa Claus, who is pretty much joy personified, that focus on the twinkle in the eye actually tones the character down and hones the quality of that happiness. Huddleston Santa is one of the most gentle Santas on the list. He's quiet, calm, and soothing, but still sparkling with happiness and love. This movie was produced by Ilya Salkind, who was fresh off the success of the first 3 Superman movies and the disappointment of the Supergirl movie. And he said that he wanted to adapt Santa Claus into a film because he felt that Santa Claus was as much a piece of Americana as Superman. It may have flopped at the box office, but it became a frequent fixture on television throughout the 80s and 90s, and it's developed a cult following these days. What do you think of Santa Claus the movie? How do you feel about Huddleston's more subtle, quiet take on Kris Kringle? That's what the comments are for. You'll find them down below, along with the like or dislike buttons as you see fit, and the buttons where you can subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when there are more videos available. It's always a pleasure being able to do these videos, and I'm so happy that you've decided to spend some time with them. This channel is made possible by viewers like you. You can contact me on Twitter at Doctor Who, and there's also a Patreon link in the description down below if you see fit to stop by. But until next time, I am Glenn Williams, the Film Optimist, and I'm reminding you to watch like it means something. And take care of yourself, because I can't be there to take care of you.